Alright, everybody, it's the next day. We have our 1981 that I said was in really good shape, and off camera I've been piddling with it a little bit, and it's not in quite the best shape, I guess. We're finding some little stuff here and there wrong with it, but I still think it'll be good. Let's do a quick little walk around, and we'll get to the problem areas. Whoever was the previous owner of this thing started to tear it down, I guess, to paint it. I'm assuming. They did do a little bit of Bondo work here and there and never quite finished it, but nothing's bolted down on it. Everything's just kind of flopping around on it. But it is a short bed, 4-wheel drive. They said it had a throttle body motor in it at one time, and I haven't seen any wiring that indicated it was, but there was a speed sensor down on the drive shaft, so it might have. But the bed don't seem to be too bad. There is some Bondo hiding underneath in some areas that I have found. But this is the better side. It's got some paint on it. So what I was doing is stripping the engine compartment down, trying to just see how it was. I thought maybe I'd put a little paint in there when I was putting the motor in, but what I found is right down in here on this seam, we got a pretty good rust problem. Oh yeah. So that's all rusted out there pretty bad. So at first I thought, well, that ain't too bad. We'll repair the rust and strip off the 6 layers of paint on it and try to make it look a little bit better. And then we got into the cab on it, and they had started patching a little bit. Had a nice panel right through there, but everything else is just, it's just Swiss cheese. It's no good. I'm assuming this was a 2-wheel drive cab because the transfer case don't fit very well. That's why they cut a big ass hole in it. Steering column stripped out. So I don't know. I'm starting to really think now it's just I'm going to be ahead just to swap cabs on it. Because they didn't do the best with the painting. You can see the overspray on everything. The wiring under here is just atrocious. Yeah, it's just not good. The front windshield's also cracked on it. So I'm really thinking instead of swapping windshields, swapping steering columns, swapping the AC over to it, I'm just thinking swapping cabs is just going to be the easiest. And then I got my good short bed frame, good bed. Fenders ain't bad on it. Inner fenders are good. They're not rusted through like the 85 is. So I think this will be a good starting point. But at least we have a plan now, and let's get to it. Getting a lot of progress done. You can't beat that. Cab's off, front clip's off. Everything's going good. Parts are all growing. Got our 700 R4 here. We are going to use this transmission. The overdrive I think will be nice for drivability. A little less RPMs down the highway. Seat, that thing's junk. Mold everywhere on it. This is the transmission that came out of the truck here. It's a 350 turbo. Guy said it was good. Don't know if it is or not. Good thing we got a hoarding friend. He's going to take it and get it out of our garage. We got the cab lifted off. Used the old back seat bolts. Got the door hinge. Everything seemed like it was pretty nice and steady. Everything was level, pulled off nice. We're going to try that with the bed. Try to use the bed bolts for it. See if we can't lift it nice and steady. So, see what all we can get done with it. And there's a little sneak peek at our color we're trying to pick out. It's Chrysler gray. I think it looks pretty good. Tell me what you guys think. That's probably going to do it for part 2, guys. It is crazy the amount of progress we're making on this thing. Parts pile's just growing. Next part, we're going to try to get that frame undercoated, try to get a wire wheel down, cleaned up, try to get the lift kit on. I'm excited. I hope to see you guys then.